But then, like, so this is special, like premiere,
so only
classified.
Godbacked
I know, right?
Hello everybody, how are you all doing? This is Obinna again, and I'm so very excited to be here. And amazingly today I'm not here alone. I have someone very amazing here with me. Her name is should I tell them your name?
My name is Shona.
Yes, her name is Shona, and she's such an amazing person. And there's a reason why I asked her to join me today, because she's somebody I've been observing from afar. She has been doing so many amazing things. She's young, she's productive, she's a very strong chaser of God. She has a very strong passion for God. So before we go forward, I'd just like her to introduce herself, to tell us a little about herself, and let's see how it goes from there.
Wow, thank you so much. First of all, I want to say thank you to Obinna, and I see this as a great honor, and I'm so excited to be sharing with you today. My name is Shona, and I'm a public policy analyst. I'm passionate about setting policies that would influence the world positively. I have this personal belief that a lot of challenges that the world is going through right now are man-made challenges, which means it takes man-made solutions and policy to make them better. And because of this is a major drive for me to just impact my world, impact my direct community, not necessarily waiting for a position to do that, but at any level I find myself in, just to make a difference in that level. So basically, that's Shona.
okay, that's so amazing. Like, if you listen to her already, you could see, you could sense that power in her voice. That this is somebody that has a drive, this is someone that has a purpose that they're pursuing for their life. And Sister Shona, before I go further, a little birdie told me something.
Really?
Yes.
Tell me about it.
And I heard that you have 2 master's degree, right?
Yeah.
And would you like to tell us how old you are? Like, how were you able to do this? Are you like maybe 30 or 32? Because we have a lot of people that I know, a lot of old people, like they're still 30, they're 40s, they're still trying to get their first master's degree. So how were you able to do it, and how long did it take you to be able to accomplish this?
Thank you so much once again. Okay, this is a very amazing video. This is really exclusive because nobody ever gets to ask me about my age. But then, so this is special, like premiere,
so only
classified. I know,
this.
right? Okay, I'm 22 at the moment.
Wow, 22.
I'm 22 at the moment, and getting 2 masters was within a space of 1 year and 6 months. I did both of them together, and trust me, I like the academic, but I don't want to be restricted to the academic world because I want real life impact. But doing the 2 masters was one of the most challenging time in my life, because it really taught me about self-discipline. It really taught me about setting goals. Like, when you set your mind to do something, you can actually achieve it. And most importantly, it taught me the power of having a mentor in your life, because I was one person that never desired to have 2 masters. But one day I went to meet my lecturer, and then I told him that, okay, I'm leaving this particular school to go to another school because I found a better opportunity, better scholarship. And then he's like, Shona, I think you can do it. It's going to be very demanding. It specifically told me that you're going to cut down social media time, of which I did that a lot. But he told me that, yes, I can do it. So it's so good to have people. One of the tips is to have people around you that see you beyond you, that see the potential that you carry. Because I always get to describe myself as a rubber band. A rubber band always gets to stretch. And I stretched myself during that period. And one of the things I've learned from life is that when you're not stretching yourself to do more than you can do, you're shrinking. So you're never at that spot. You're either stretching or you're shrinking. So it's all about setting goals, surrounding yourself with the right people, and stretching. There were times that I was tired. There were times that I'm like, my brain was full. Like, I know what it means when your brain is full and then you can't even process thoughts. But God was also my strength all through that period. And I didn't have to take coffee all through that period.
The Holy Ghost was the coffee.
Sorry?
The Holy Ghost was the coffee.
Yeah, the Holy Ghost was my coffee. It was my strength. There were times that I literally went blank sometimes because it was just overwhelming. And when I was doing my master's, I had to work 9 to 6 every day. So it was really, really demanding. From work, I had to go to school and stuff like that. But I always drew strength from God. There were thoughts that, who told you to do this? You're going to spend 3 years on it. But I kept saying that God that has begun a good work is surely able to complete it. And it was totally my strength. Wow. So basically, that's it.
Wow, that's amazing. That's really amazing. Like, you see, one thing I've been able to understand is that, you see, basically youths, they always have a lot of distractions, they always have a lot of challenges. People always come out starting wanting to do something in their lives, but eventually as they go, they face challenges, and these challenges tends to, to hinder them or to distract them. And sometimes it's not even challenges, it's just peer pressure.
Yes.
Now, my own interest now is this, like, you're a very young person, based on your age, you told us now. At your age, most people are still thinking of how they want to get the latest, iPhone that is out now, go to the latest party, have this kind of fame on social media, but that seems not to be your own drive. Like, what has been your drive? What has been your push? What is that thing that makes you want to do things separately, do things differently? You don't strike me as somebody that wants to, have 10,000 likes on Facebook and all those kind of things. You seem to have it all planned out. How did this all start up for you, and what is it that drives you towards this?
Wow. Thank you so much. Every time I take a look at myself and any nice thing anybody has to say, I'm always grateful to God, because I got to a point in my life that I didn't know where my life was going to. I was just living my life. But really, I know the power of someone meeting Jesus. And this is not supposed to be like one totally spiritual video, but when God was introduced to my life, when I started knowing God for myself, I got planted in the right house. I started knowing me. I found me. So the first thing is, for anybody, one thing that really helped me was that I found God. And when I found God, I found me, because, I am His existence here on earth. And then for me, the chase is not the social media likes, because I am after impacting my world. I see people like Bill Gates, I see people like Mother Teresa, how that, they've been able to contribute something positively to the world today. They may not be there, like for example, Mother Teresa is no longer alive, but we can still feel an impact. So for me, the drive is to do something that is beyond me, that is to build like an institution, not just a name, but make my name that institution, that after many years, when people come to the face of the earth, they know that, Shona came and then this was what she did. I'm not trying to change the entire world, because I don't have the capacity to do that. But one thing I know is that I'm going to contribute, because God has sent me here for such a time as this, and I want to be that inspiration for young people. And then for me, I love the social media, but it's a discipline that I've cultivated, not to be so addicted, because we see the limelight, we see the beautiful things on the social media, but we never see the process. I think people that are depressed make social media make it seem like they have a perfect life. And if you want to excel in this generation, you have to discipline yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself from what is happening on the social media and thinking that you want your life to be exactly like this. Because most people that are even having real world impact, they may not necessarily have a presence on social media. So you have to be careful. You can't equate the numbers of followers you have to your numbers of impact. They're two different things. So basically, for me, it's just the drive to contribute my own quota to the face of the earth.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
There's something you said that it was when you had your encounter with God, when God came into your life, that is where everything changed. You see, I think that is one thing that we should all seek after. Like me, for example, I was living my life. Those that have been following my channel would have been hearing me say this a lot. I've been living my life. I was living my life the way I liked it. No sense of direction, no sense of purpose. But as soon as I came in contact with this person of Christ, as soon as he stepped into my life, like everything's changed from there. He gave me direction, he gave me purpose. So if there's one core thing that you can get from this, is that if you're looking for direction for your life, if you're looking for your purpose, you're trying to live a life that makes an impact or have meaning, and you're finding it difficult, one way you should go about it is to first seek after Christ. Because as you can hear from, as you've heard from me, as you've heard from her, once he steps into your life, everything changes from there. He gives you purpose and he gives you direction. So thank you very much for that. That's very amazing. But I also want to ask you one more thing. Like, you see, as we've been talking, as we've been doing this, I'm sure you face challenges, you face discouragements. Like, what are the discouragements you faced, and how were you able to get past them? How were you able to deal with these discouragements? Because, I mean, in the society we are, you're a lady, you know, sometimes the society is not so friendly for ladies, and, you know, and how, even with the guys, you know, as a young lady like this with passion, you're very attractive, both physically and, you know, people like good things, and they see that, okay, this girl is going somewhere with her life. How are you able to stay focused and get rid of all these discouragements and that might have come up at one point in your life?
Wow, that's really amazing. So I'm thinking, okay, this like distractions and then discouragement. One of the things is that I am a person that I'm definite about what I want. Like I say, I want to achieve this. So when I have a focus about my life, even when the distractions get to come, I just set myself like on that particular thing. Now, when distractions come, like for example, people want to be your friend, they want a relationship. It's good to have a relationship, but you know, sometimes you just know that this relationship is a distraction. I just tell people straight up, you know, this cannot work right now. I'm not that kind of person that says, oh, I'm going to go back home and think about it. No, I just tell the person right there that, you know, this cannot work. I can't give you my number because I feel like if I give you my number, you're going to distract me at this point in time. So sometimes one of the ways to deal with distraction is face it, you know, just know that you know the things that are likely to distract you. At a point in time, I had to delete some social media apps from my phone. I had just maybe WhatsApp, I deleted Instagram. Yeah, I deleted, I was no longer on Facebook, not so active on Facebook. I said, okay, fine, everybody that wants to communicate, can we meet in one central place? Why do I have to have Facebook friends, Instagram? At that point in my life, I knew I didn't need that. So, first of all, set your focus. Second, know what you need for your life, and don't, you know, spend too much of time thinking about how to deal with distractions, like when you've already welcomed them in. Some distractions should be dealt at the door, like, you know, this is not coming in. I'm not going to give myself a headache or heartache to start thinking about, you know, this thing. And when I was in my master's, there were temptations for me to be involved in so many things, but I had to say no to a lot of things. So you must always learn to pick your focus and pick the things you want to be involved in that would really, really improve yourself. And then just so you know, it's not, the passion from having 2 masters is not, you know, to make this video, for example, because I never even saw this coming, but it was just a desire for me to know more and to improve myself, like to be the best in my field. Basically, that was the push for me.
No, that's really amazing. There's something you said that reminded me of part of the scripture that says that grace teaches us to say no. So if you're really walking in grace, you should be able to know when to say no and when to go for the things that you know that you need. So that's really, really amazing. I'm very, very excited. Like, I'm learning so much from this, and I hope you guys are learning so much too from this. So before we wrap up, I don't know if you have any, you know, last things you'd like to tell us, like maybe any advice for the young people, for the ladies, if there's anything you want, or any secrets that you have been using, apart from when you told us about that Jesus is the one doing all this for you. If there's any other thing you'd like to tell us, that do you pray like 247, like you wake up in the morning, you're kabashing, you're praying all through the day? Is that your secret? So if there's any last thing you'd like to just share with us on?
Okay, first of all, yes, I pray. I make it an habit to pray every morning, and I pray like in tongues, drawing strength from God for the whole day. Another thing that is also very important that I don't find it common is set goals, not just goals in your mind, but write down your goals and plan your day. So every day you should have a goal, every week you should have a goal that you want to achieve. Another thing is that I break my days into hours and 30 minutes. So I know I write it down. I wish I have my book here. I'll show you. 8 o'clock to 8:30, this is what I'm doing. 8:30 to 9, this is what I'm doing. I make my day that organized, that I know what I'm doing at every hour. I'm not saying that when you do that, you'll be able to achieve everything, but it just makes you accountable for every time that you get to spend. And then, so I said pray. Number 2, write down the goals. Don't just have it in your mind. And then number 3, read books. Like, one of the things that keep me, it looks like my energy is always high. It is not normal. Like, it's not common. I read a lot of books. One thing that reading helps you to do, and there's the same thing with, we know Ben Carson. When you read, you're able to see possibilities. You're able to see beyond the world. You're able to keep your vision inspired. You're being inspired by your vision. Your vision becomes real. Whatever thing that God has placed in your heart, it becomes real. So fuel whatever desire you have by reading books that are related to that thing. So I read books more than I even talk to a lot of people. So my mind is so much into that thing that you can't even talk me out of it. And number 4, keep building. We live in a very, very, very fast world. I know we want to be there. I know it's awesome to have the social media presence. I know how it can be. The thoughts also come, but trust me, just keep building, because when you're consistent with building yourself, you become a product that nobody can resist. Don't chase after. It's good to desire platforms, but don't make chasing platforms your goal in life. Build up yourself. When you build up yourself, when one door opens, that one door opens 2 doors. Those 2 doors opens 2 doors each, and then that's how it keeps building. So please and please keep building.
Wow, that's so amazing. Like that, I'm so excited about this. Like, I hope you guys have learned a lot. There's something you said, especially this last one. You said keep building and do not chase after platforms. It reminds me of something a great man of God said. He said, "Do not seek to be known, but seek to know, and one day the whole world will seek to know you." And ever since I heard that, it stuck with me. Like, do not chase after fame, do not chase, just chase knowledge. Like, as I heard from her, she's always studying, she's always reading, trying to build herself, not just spiritually but mentally also, always making herself better. So if there's anything I took from that today, I took that, and I'm so excited. So I hope you guys are blessed by this, and let's try to implement some of these things in our lives, because I know that we all have desires, we all want to do great things, but one of the challenges we face sometimes is making decisive decisions, like saying, okay, I have to do this, and you see it through. So whatever it is that you've been trying to do, just try and discipline yourself to see it through. If you want to pick up a book, maybe you can start with studying 1 book per week, or 1 book per month for those that have never even studied at all. 1 book per week or 1 book per month. And I'm telling you that it's going to change your life. The way you speak, it will change. The way you act will change everything. Me myself, I'm not someone that likes to read per se. I've not really been that reader type, but ever since towards the ending of, I think, 2018, I started cultivating that habit of reading, and it has changed my life tremendously. Like, I read, it started first of all with trying to struggle with 1 book per month, but now, and another thing is that people find it hard to read, like me, because I'm always on the move. So what I did was that I got this app we call Audible. So I'm always listening to audiobooks, and it helps me. Sometimes I can read like 2 books in a week. That's to show you how I've really moved forward, and I've learned so much. So let us cultivate that habit of building ourselves. God has made us, the Bible says that we are a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. So if we are going to shine, and the Bible says that we should let our light so shine that men shall see our good works and glorify our Father in heaven. So God has placed us on this earth to make impact. God has placed us on this earth to cause changes in the lives of people. But how are we going to cause those changes if we are not taking any steps to make ourselves better, so that we can have so much to pour and give to others? So I hope I was really blessed by this video today. I'm so excited to have you here, and you've been a tremendous blessing to me and to so many people actually. So I'm so glad that you are able to take that blessing and transfer to my YouTube audience. And I don't have to express how grateful I am to have you here today. So I hope you guys are blessed by this. And as I always say, you are backed by God, and there is nothing you can set your heart to do that God has not yet given you the ability to do. He said that He has given us all things pertaining to life and godliness. So always remember that you are backed by God. Never forget it. You are backed by God. So thank you for watching. And once again, Shona, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for blessing us today. Have an awesome day, and never forget, you are backed by God.
You are backed by God. You are backed by God.